Good afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. Miss Amber Freeman and Miss Heather is in. Heather, do you know what? I'm going to say this. Do you know I don't actually know your last name? I really don't.
Well, that's it's not important.
I know. I just said Amber Freeman and I know Heather.
You played it off well.
No. I just thought to and it's starting with B.
Well, it's Bender.
Bender. B-E-N-D-E.
But on here it's Degrella. So
see? See why she confuses me, people?
Sorry.
Happy hump day.
Yes. Oh, happy hump day.
It's a Wednesday.
Well, hold on. Explain that. Now you've got me all confused.
Well, because...
Oh, here we go.
Should we sit back for this one?
Yeah.
Let me get a glass of wine.
Can we?
No, just, Degrella is my maiden name.
All right. I got you, my friend.
I mean, TT,
Okay. So what are you, HB?
Well, HB
Oh, Lord.
sometimes.
It's all too much.
So much.
Tell us what's going on. What are we giving away?
It is, well, this is too much in a good way because we want to make your wedding spectacular. Does your dream wedding seem like a far-off fantasy? If so, Midday Kentucky and ABC 36 want to make your dream a reality with our ultimate Big Blue Wedding giveaway. It's valued at over, get this, $30,000. Our partners want to provide you with everything you're going to need for that big day. We're talking the dress, the venue, the cake, and oh, so much more. It's easy. All you have to do is go to WTBQ.com, click on the contest tab, and then submit a picture of you along with your fiance. But here's the important part. Do not forget this. Tell us your story and why you deserve to win. You better hurry. It is the first day of August. You have until the last day, the 31st, to enter. And then that voting round starts for the top 3 finalists on October 1st.
Alrighty, everyone. You heard it. Get it in by the end of this
Hurry.
month. I think there's quite a few. I can't remember. I counted yesterday. Maybe it was 58 or something.
Wow.
But that's, why did it? I don't
With
know
the
whether-
good stories? Or just...
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They're not all good stories.
Yeah.
And when I say that, they're nice, that pictures, but you just said, we met here. Like,
yeah.
that's not a story.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You know
We
I love a
wanna know
good tearjerker,
everything
everyone.
about it. I mean, you just saw Troy busting about her last name.
Yeah.
I mean, we want all the
I
details.
want the juice. Hey, I got to show you this. This sort of freaked me out. It's a bit of a happy hump day, everyone. There's a video on social media that will make some of you very nervous. A python slithers up. Look at the size of
I
this bloody thing.
can't even...
Slithers up to this
there's
girl
no way.
and just stares at her. But in her cup, she has some chips or something.
I just can't.
Or some crisps, you call it. Yeah. She goes to kiss the damn thing.
She's petting it.
They taught her young.
Then she laughs. Look,
No.
she's just laughing away. Off we trot. Don't these things
Like a little
kill you?
puppy.
I'm sorry, but I'd have to have
Where
a gun
is
or
this
something.
at?
I don't even know.
I didn't know where it was. I think it's around the corner.
So this
It's not around the corner.
she's brave.
Does that not freak you out?
No.
All right.
Wow.
I just wanted to show that to you at the top of the show,
I
everyone.
wonder if it's a wild snake.
Yeah.
Or if it's a pet.
Happy hump day.
I would hope it was a pet.
All right, girls, you ready?
friendly.
I got some good topics for you today.
Okay.
How do you make sure your kids don't get bullied at school? Some parents say hire a Fortnite coach to teach them to get better at the game. Fortnite is the video game, everyone. Fortnite is where players are facing 99 others to survive, and the last gamer standing wins. Now, one mother says she's paying $50 for a 4-hour lesson so her 10-year-old kid could improve his skills because she said pressure at school is focused at whether you are good at the game or not. Meanwhile, other parents are paying for the lessons for themselves so they can hang out with their kids. 2 questions, ladies. Heather, you have kids.
Stop.
Oh,
Yeah, is this
okay.
for real?
This is for, well, the thing is that, before this it was Minecraft.
Okay.
And there's always going to be something else. So really, and get your kids off of, I've got to get mine off of the iPad. No, I do let them get on,
Do you know what this game is?
Absolutely.
So do you, because now, I heard today, Amber, you and I don't have kids, so
Well,
I
do
get
you
this
know this
information
game?
from radio and things like that from other people talking about it, and I scan the web.
It's a little
but-
too violent for my girls. I
Well,
will
yes,
not.
but you have to buy things for the man to make him look better.
Yeah.
And we're talking on average. Yeah, but it only, the uniform of,
Yeah.
just say it's a gadget of a pair of socks or something.
Well-
$25 for the socks, but they only last 2 weeks.
But I think that you can also game enough to earn the points.
Yes.
to get it for free.
But here's the thing. Because there's other kids watching you play on this YouTube thingy, and they go to school and they see that you had been killed off within 10 minutes, they're bullying you. So parents now are paying up to $20 an hour, okay, for experts to come and teach your kids virtually, not in your home. They do it all virtually, which is an even bigger problem.
Yes.
This is like the biggest scam ever. Why didn't we start this game?
I just find it amazing.
There's so much to this. I needed to sit back and kind of
I know.
process it.
And I had to really read it and then get my head around it because I'm thinking...
But it's kind of a violent game too. That's why I looked into it for my girls, because my 10-year-old did ask for it.
Take the game away from it all. These people are hiring a coach to make them feel better. Why don't they send them into a sport that's going to make them feel better about themselves?
But here's
or play
music.
an instrument.
Yes.
Or something
Here's my
that they
thing,
don't
though,
have to
darling.
argue.
Here's my thing. This is what I've got to say to you. I get
You're really
it, and I
fired up.
get your point of view about all of this. But then if you're not playing it, you then get bullied at school.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
So
damned if you do and damned if you don't.
it's one of those things. Instead,
Yeah,
why
but
don't
every
you,
kid is not playing Fortnite. Like at my children's
are they
school.
getting made fun of?
No.
Not that you're aware of.
Well,
No, I'm serious. This is a real problem right
You're
now.
right, but what I'm saying is that like every child, and I've got younger ones. Like you just said, 10 years
Yeah.
old. Mine's 10 years old. No way. When they get older, I do think that.
It's going to be a problem. Okay.
Shouldn't we be teaching these kids to have confidence in themselves in another way, so that whether it's Fortnite, whether it's playing rubber bands, I don't know what the games
Hey,
kids
I
play.
agree
They're
with you.
feeling
Looms,
better.
that's called
and they-
looms.
Well,
Move the little
whatever it is,
looms. Oh,
that
yeah.
they feel good enough about themselves to handle the situation of people confronting them in the first place.
Well-
It's not the game.
Here's the thing, doll. I only bring the topic up.
Oh, I know.
I don't make the rules. Tell us what you think. And
getting
I was
fired up.
I was like, what's going on here in this
We're gonna
building
start
today?
getting you,
No
Troy.
matter what I do, I keep...
It's Wednesday and it's raining.
It's yucky
Yeah.
outside.
No, it's just, it is
Okay,
very
let's move on.
interesting.
Let's move on. Tell us what you think about it. It's on our Facebook page. If you want to know if your marriage will succeed or not, you don't need to see a marriage counsellor. See a wedding planner, because they're working with the couple throughout the whole wedding process. They get a sense of when a couple will last and when they won't. Now, apparently we have some signs for you that say prove to be a strong bond. Now, this is not people breaking up. This is people who will stay together.
Okay.
I didn't want to bring the negative in. Okay?
Good
Don't
idea.
bring
I
the
was doing all
negative.
the
Good
positive.
idea.
They're
Save the
willing
light.
to compromise on the day or about their wedding. That's nice, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes men and women
have
have two
to.
completely different
But
ideas.
that's a building block in any
That's a
relationship.
building block. What's the
Right.
second one, Amber?
The second one is they're more focused on the actual marriage than all the foo-foo of the wedding.
I like that too. I like that.
Absolutely.
Madam Hannah? Oh, Heather?
Heather, they plan the wedding together as a team.
That's a problem.
No,
That could
it's
be a
not.
problem.
Planning the weather together.
Listen, I'm just trying to get through the top of this show with you two. Imagine me trying to plan a wedding with the both of you.
Never.
I don't know who's on what side of that.
I know exactly. They have realistic expectations about the wedding and marriage. You know what? I actually think, don't jump on me, ladies. Is it women who want a more expensive wedding?
Not always.
I don't think so either.
Not always.
Do you think sometimes the men are wanting to
I do.
Yes.
outdo their buddies?
Or they just, that's their thing.
Well, I only get my information from reality TV, and all I see is these housewives and everything wanting the bigger and the bigger
Well,
and the
reality
bigger wedding.
TV is very true
Well,
to life.
and look what happens. Poor Luann.
I know.
Sorry.
They have difficult conversations without jumping down each other's throats. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, these are all kind of steadies in any relationship, and whether it's a marriage counselor or your wedding planner or your best friend telling
Yeah.
you, it all makes sense.
All right.
It's good advice.
Okay, ladies, the next one. Normally, when we think about self-harm, we think about someone cutting or burning themselves, right?
Yes.
Yeah. However, this is not always the case. I found this article and I thought there are other behaviours that people say they used as self-harm that you may not even notice. I found this really interesting.
Me too.
Putting everyone's needs before your own.
Yep.
Who does
That's a lot of people.
that? I think mothers do.
And women fall into that category.
Well,
it seems
I know.
a
That's
lot.
why I'm like, that's me.
Okay.
One of
Yeah.
the best sayings is you can't help someone else if you can't help yourself.
You got to help yourself first.
Yeah.
You have to
Okay.
put yourself first.
All right.
And it's not being selfish.
But that's hard when you're a mom and.
Well, just in any, I mean,
Yeah.
any
Yeah. You're right.
relationship, whether it's your family, your friends, you want to help them, but if you're neglecting yourself, you're not healthy enough to help somebody.
Okay, well, you'll like some of these other points. Putting yourself in a risky situation like walking by yourself at night through an unsafe neighborhood.
Okay. Common sense.
Well, that's just, I have to say, that's a little bit common sense.
Maybe you like living on the edge.
Yeah,
No.
maybe. Watching
sense.
things to make yourself feel worse on purpose, like emotionally draining. I have to say, hip hop Hollywood the other night, I was
I've got to
emotionally
watch.
drained.
You keep talking about this. I've got to watch it.
Yeah,
This is amazing.
emotionally drained.
Did you watch it on purpose so you could cry?
Well, I'm sort of into it right now. I'm now watching
You were
reruns.
talking about. You were talking about. I don't
I'm all over it.
Did you know it was going to be a heavy episode?
Well, no, I've never heard of any of these people.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how they've got all the money they've got. I don't know how they have all the jewels
I don't
they
even know.
have.
We're going to have to talk about
They
this
got
show.
booties on them like no time.
I know
Look,
what you're talking about.
It's fascinating. I don't understand.
Did you
it.
cry?
Well, I'll cry quite easily. Scratching self-harm does not mean actions that only draw blood. So I don't quite understand
Yeah,
that
that
one,
can.
everyone.
I mean, we can get.
Well, I think that's that cutting.
well, I mean,
No, these are supposed to
we
be
can use that as a
non-harmful
metaphor
things.
or
Yeah, maybe
anything.
it's
We
a
can
metaphor.
go deep with
Cutting
that one.
yourself by not dressing for the weather. Oh, Lord.
Like on purpose?
I'm just going to be miserable out in the cold because it's cold. And
Oh,
I
it's
just-
like Eeyore. Oh, darn. It's cold.
You're right.
Who sent that story in? Was that Hannah, our
It must have
producer?
So you're not agreeing with these points?
Well, I think they're a little weak.
It's-
You know, if you're self-harming yourself by going out in cold weather with no shoes on,
Right.
like, you know, you've got...
Do you tell people I'm punishing myself today? I'm wearing shorts.
No, you know what it is?
Does that?
You want them to they'll feel sorry for you.
That's true, and that is
Oh.
that's a.
They'll feel sorry for you.
Troy,
And be like, oh.
you sent that in.
Oh, did I?
I heard it in my ear.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, she didn't tell me that. She's just saying that. All right, this is really
that's
interesting.
great.
A mother posted a question to a forum. She said she saw a pregnant mother smoking in a children's playground while her other children were around, okay? Now, the person thought she should have said something, but people quickly criticized her, saying it was actually none of her business. Some of those critics added that she's a hypocrite because she actually smokes herself and also has some children. Now, the video you're watching now shows a social experiment that deals with the topic. A fake pregnant woman asked different people if they would give her a cigarette. Most of them did, with some warning her it wasn't good for her baby. But was it her choice? It boils down to this. Do you say something in those situations or not? I want to ask you first, if you were to see a pregnant woman smoking in public, would you say something?
No.
Honestly.
I would not
Be
say
truthful.
something.
It doesn't say in this study, were they at a public playground where there were other kids
Yes,
around?
correct.
So she was smoking around a bunch of different kids.
But she's also pregnant.
I think maybe the main issue here is you're more concerned about the other kids right now, especially if they're your own. And I don't know what their laws are over there as far as secondhand smoke. But as far as her own pregnancy, personally, no, I wouldn't. That's her body.
And she was going up to people asking for, now that, if
Well,
somebody.
the video we showed was an actor.
Oh, right.
So that was not the woman.
To see how people would react.
So here's the
I would
thing, though. But I have to say, my mother smoked, and she drank like a fisherman's wife, let me tell you. You've all heard me tell you that. Smoked like a chimney.
It turned out well.
And that-
Yes. No, nothing wrong with me, people. Do you know what I mean? But I just want to say, I always, in my head, I want to say something. And not that I do. But even driving along the road,
Yeah.
even now,
Oh, when people-
and
I
I
get
see people with the kids in the car and they're
Oh, I get
puffing
mad.
away. I want to say something, but I'm also scared she's probably going to get out and punch me at the traffic lights.
And it's like, is it our place?
Is it?
I feel like if they come to you, it's my place to say something.
That you can say no because then you are
Is this-
adding to that.
Is there scientific evidence that smoking harms a baby?
Yeah, I think so.
Secondhand smoke, I think,
Right.
is.
That's like that first situation's a little different because if your kids are there, I mean, I guess you could pull them, but if
I just leave. I mean, nobody's gonna smoke around.
Well, who
my
knows what?
kids.
Look, sometimes it's better to say nothing. You know, I have no filter, so I'm always in trouble.
Yes, me too.
But the thing is
we might
I
need
probably
to steal
would
this.
say something if I had someone around me.
If they the backup.
You would?
You have your entourage.
If I was in the playground and I had kids, and she
Like
was,
if you had my two kids, you would say something?
yeah, I think I
Wow.
might. I'm being
then it might
honest
cause
with
a
you.
fight in front of all
Yeah.
the kids.
Yeah,
mean,
I think I probably would.
yeah.
I don't know. I'd need to bury deep on that one. I'd have to ask. Hey.